Good morning. Welcome to my home and welcome to my heart. Today is Thursday, October the 14th. Welcome to my Spring Force Qigong practice. Today we're going to be talking about the fourth element of the 5 healing movements in Master Chun-Yi Lin's 5 healing movements. Sounds simple and basic, doesn't it? And it is quite simple and basic as we work with it and talk about it. It is brought, though, Master Lin from Spring Force Qigong has taken years and years and years and many hours of deep meditation and a lot of practice and a lot of working with mentors to condense a huge amount of practice into small increments and small movements that we can use on a daily basis that are very simple. They're not complicated. The thoughts are simple. And he's simplified it into such a way that is so powerfully healing. And I want to tell you my particular experience with it is that I'm getting more healing in my hips. Like, watch this, see, I can walk a lot better than I used to. I used to drop this shoulder quite a lot when I would move. And this particular movement that we're doing today is the connecting with our body's energy and the feeling of contentment. And in this particular movement, you would think that when there's the action of arthritis in both of my hips, that this one would be very difficult for me to do. And it's actually very, very comfortable. It's quite exciting to me. I love the comfort that I get in practicing these simple movements and the healing that it comes as well. So one of the things that we start with as we progress in our practice is we always start with a bouncing process and a tapping process. And what this does is it helps to release extra energy that's just ready to go. If you've ever used your garden hose to maybe clean your driveway, to wash debris and stuff off the driveway, you know that you can take that water hose and you can just spray if you've got little bits of gravel on the driveway. You can just spray it with water and it will move that stuff off because it's movable and it's ready to go. Some of the bigger rocks that might be there, you might have to actually go pick up and investigate a little bit. But if you push enough water on those too, they're going to move as well. And so the tapping process is the same thing. It's a vibration, it's an erosion, for lack of a better term. And so as we tap on our bodies in different meridian parts, so for instance, the tapping right here between our eyebrows, that tapping connects to our bladder meridian, and our bladder is an elimination system and a water system. Underneath our eye, this tapping spot here connects to our stomach system, and that's where we might hold anxiety. We might hold anxiousness and fear of the future. And so as we tap on these little spots here, and we tap on different parts of our bodies, and then as we bounce, we're releasing extra energy that is really quite ready to go, but just needs that little extra incentive to be released. So we're going to begin by tapping between the eyebrows. I'm going to tap in it, and as I tap, and I encourage you to observe yourself as you step into these processes. So as I started tapping, because I'm talking and I'm up in my mind, I start tapping really, really quickly. And as soon as I tapped really quickly 3 times, because I've done this so often, my body said, hey, slow down. You can slow down. You can just feel this moment right now. So I invite us to tap and think about the number 9 as you tap. Because I'm talking, I may not count it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But as I do count it out loud, it brings me into the present moment as well. So just those are simple observations that I'm making as myself. And now we're going to tap down our bodies. We're going to tap underneath our left armpit, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and under the right armpit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to tap on our sacrum. And now we're going to come into the bouncing process. So the bouncing, to me, is a little bit more global and brings in vibration to the whole body. And there I am, 15 seconds into the bounce, my jaw, I want to yawn. It releases my jaw. It releases any congestion in my eustachian tubes and my ears. My body wants to shake itself out. My shoulders want to open. These are just things that my body organically says, oh, good, we're bouncing, we're letting go of stuff. Well, let's just adjust this here and here and here as well. Listen to your body. It's going to give you some information. For instance, my body just tipped forward and I remembered to just rotate my pelvis just a little bit. My sacrum said, thank you, that's more comfortable. We can have this ongoing discussion with our bodies. And bring in the feeling of joy as we bounce. And as we bounce, we bring in our air through our mouth, our nose, pardon me. We exhale through our mouth. And make that deep and long. Our exhale will probably be longer than our inhale. All of the spring forest movements can be done standing, sitting, or lying down. And so if you're in your bed, you can visualize yourself. If there's any reason why you're in your bed, you can visualize yourself doing these movements upright and in full robust health. And your body, because of that visualization, will act as if you were actually doing it. It's pretty incredible. Visualization is very, very, very powerful. So I invite you to bring in that visualization. We're going to allow our hands to float up over our heads. And I always envision a little string on my wrists. And my wrists can be nice and soft. And as my hands got to about my shoulders, my bounce wanted to slow down. So feel in your body what it wants to do. Feel these movements. You'll watch them and you'll go, okay, I have to put my body here, 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 and here. These are very simple movements. Don't overthink them. Allow your body to use them and feel them. So for instance, as our hands are up, if my shoulders have climbed as well, I'm just going to invite my shoulders to stretch down and soften down. My body wants to tap or bounce a little bit slower now. And notice my hips and my knees and my ankles, they're also springy. In this space, we are letting go of extra energy that's ready to go back to the universe. We're breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth still. You can close your eyes and just observe your body like you're traveling through it. If you observe any spots that have tension in them, just observe that spot and think, what message do you have for me, tension? So I've got tension between my shoulder blades right now, and the message is just let your arms float back down. So when you're hitting a fatigue barrier, feel free to let yourself float back down. Note the word float. And now we're going to go into a nice, easy swivel. Whenever I swivel, I think of Rong Li with her joyful practice. Please scroll through the Spring Forest Qigong website or Facebook page and find a practice with Rong Li if you want to connect with your childlike energy again. As we're bouncing, on the next exhale, I invite you to come into a quiet stillness with your body. And if you do it on the exhale, you're going to notice something quite magical happening in your body, perhaps. And when I come in off the exhale into stillness, my whole body is tingling. My arms want to expand away from my body. My elbows naturally open. My armpits open. My shoulders naturally roll back. In my palms, I feel a pressure. My fingertips feel tingly. This is Qi. We've activated our Qi simply by bouncing and letting go. Feel that active Qi. Just deliciously embrace it for a moment. Breathe in through your nose now and out through your nose. And just like my phone ringing, sometimes things can come in that disturb us, but we can stay with our meditation. especially because we're using our breath. Now we're going to bring our hands to the lower dantian and set the intention for our practice. Women, your right hand will be next to your navel. Men, your left hand will be next to your navel. If that doesn't feel right for you, adjust them until something feels like the right dynamic for you. Here at our lower dantian, I can feel my palms again with pressure in them. It's just a very slight pressure. It feels like I'm kind of holding a balloon that just wants to float forward. This is Qi. Qi is very subtle, but present. We can feel it. Elbows are open. Those armpits are still open. Here at this space, we bring our awareness to our lower dantian and that Qi that's vibrating there. And we call upon the energy of our master to set our intention for our practice. And you can define your master in any way you wish. It's an entity, a being, a person, a spirit, whatever you feel that brings you wisdom, knowledge, guidance. With our master, there will be a huge element of trust. So call upon the energy of your master and say something like, in your mind, "Dear Master, with deep, deep gratitude for the things that I learn in this life and for the wisdom that I receive, for the protection I receive, for the guidance I receive, I set my intention for my practice today. And what is your intention right now? What do you hope to receive by practicing Spring Forest Qigong?" For me today, my intention is to be able to share this practice with others in a way that blesses their lives, that heals their lives, that brings joy into their lives. Because as we each serve each other in those feelings, we bless the whole world. My intention is also physical healing for myself and for others. When we've set the intention for a practice, now we say our password. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together as one. Breathe in deeply and feel the power of that password. In uttering the password, we bring ourselves into partnership with the unconditional love of the universe. The password steps us into the universe, the unconditional love, the vastness, the emptiness, the void that is full of unconditional love and all possibility. Breathing in through our nose and out through our nose, our tongue is touching the roof of our mouth. I invite you to put a small smile on your face and rehearse in your mind again the password. And receive whatever imagery comes to you as a result of using the password. Bringing our hands to the lower dantian. All our movements are nice and slow and deliberate and simple. Bring your hands to the lower dantian. Walk your right foot out to the right. Fingertips are just together enough to hold a piece of paper. Bring your fingertips to the lower dantian and you'll see that you've formed a heart shape. As we shift our body weight to the left, we're going to breathe in. As we shift our body weight to the right, we're going to breathe out. As you shift to the right, you'll feel the adjustment that you need to make this movement comfortable for you. As I said, even though my body is experiencing arthritis in the hips right now, but that is releasing, this movement is very comfortable for me to do. If there's a movement that is uncomfortable for you to do, please do not power your way through pain. Feel your body, honor your body. Honor it, honor it, honor it. It has messages for you. Pain is there for a reason. Receive the pain, shift your body to a practice that is, or to a stance, whatever, that you need so that you are not in pain, and then envision yourself doing these movements in full health. Use your visualization. Allow the chin to drop down, breathing in through the nose to the left. Tongue is on the roof of the mouth. Smile is on our face, chin is down. With the chin down, feel your body, your head, stretching up into that universe that you are a part of. And now we're going to inhale, and as we inhale, we bring in the feeling of contentment. And as we exhale, we release any feelings of depression or sadness. Inhaling contentment. This is the expanding emotion. Exhaling sadness. Inhaling contentment. Exhaling any energy that is ready to be returned to the universe. As we inhale, because we're in the moment on the breath, we can bring in that feeling of contentment in real time. Exhale with gratitude and love any extra energy that's ready to return to the universe. Energy is neither good nor bad. There's either too little of it, too much of it, or it's in the wrong place. An energy blockage could be all of those things. I am content. In this moment, I am completely content. In this moment, I have everything I need. I breathe in contentment with my breath. Coming back to the center, walk your right foot back so your legs are shoulder width apart. We're going to bring ourselves out of our meditation practice by harvesting our chi, rubbing our hands together and interlocking our fingers and just tapping gently at the base of our fingers. We're harvesting our chi, kind of tucking it in like putting on a coat. Bring your hands to your face and rub your hands on either side of your nose and up around your hairline and down to your chin. You're forming a heart shape. Your face has your whole body represented in it. And as we rub our hands, I invite you to say to yourself out loud if you wish, I love you, and use your own name. I love you, Roxy. I'm going to tap the top of our head. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make a cupping shape with your hands and gently tap the whole head. I'm going to tap between your eyebrows again and underneath the eyes and down the chest and up under the left armpit. This is lung meridians and the right armpit. 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to take the backs of our hands and rub our kidneys. The body system that we're working with is the lungs. And the color, we're going to tap our kidneys, and the color is white. So as we're using our breathing and breathing in our lungs and inflating our lungs and releasing our lungs. And the skin, as we breathe in through the skin, tapping down into the sacrum now. And the element that we're thinking about and connecting with is the element of metal. And bring in tapping to the hips. And down to the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the backs of the knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the left knee. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and the right knee. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And up on our toes and drop to our heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I can feel your connection even though you might be watching this video at a later time. I can feel our chi fields connecting with each other in love, joy, happiness, forgiveness, compassion. Namaste. Thank you for being with me.